Hello, everybody, and welcome to Staycation Bible School. My name is Jacob Mahaffey, joined by Seth Chapman, Daniel Martin, and our good friend and recurring guest, Peyton Patterson. Clap for Peyton. Yes, there we go. So, yeah.
That was not planned and unexpected.
Yes,
you don't have to say it.
If you're listening to the audio on this, just be glad that you are. I don't know what happened.
That is one thing that I actually thought really hard about. Like, while I was editing this, I was like, or editing the last show, I was like, wait, there's a lot of jokes that have to kind of be
Very
seen.
visual.
Yeah, so maybe we should start addressing that.
Well,
like,
just listen to us and watch us.
yeah. If you're listening,
Watch
just
it multiple times.
Yes.
That's a good solution.
It's true.
Tell your friends.
Pump those views up.
On that note, views, yes, there you go. On that note, though, we do want to make sure that we just take a second. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. We post these on MVBC Youth because we're here at Mount Vernon Baptist Church. So subscribe to us on YouTube. We are now wherever you get your podcasts. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Spotify, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get them. We are there. You can find us. So go ahead and follow us wherever you listen for your podcast. And if you even want to, I mean, we're not necessarily there yet, but maybe leave us a review,
Yeah, sure.
Maybe 5 stars, like the video,
leave
5
a review,
stars.
leave some suggestions for,
Yeah.
like, we got Bean Boozled later in the show today, or
So that's
Smash
something.
that like button.
I am terrified
Listen.
of the beans.
Yeah,
Like,
not going to
subscribe.
be, yeah.
is that even going to be
Right now,
accurate
next to
because
the-
we're trying to do this? This is going to go after Bean Boozled. Oh, no,
Well,
we're just
that's
switching
the-
up the order.
I was
Right?
about to
we
say,
are.
see, that's the exciting thing about today's episode is we were flipping it on its head, This
I
is-
got confused.
We're a
Sorry,
few weeks
guys.
in. No, exactly. We are going to kind of confuse us all because we're going to flip the episode. Normally we go something kind of, maybe pop culture or like a game. Then we go to like a devotion or a topic, a question, and then we end with a sports minute. Well, today we're going to take everything and just flip it on its head.
Dude, if you're an MCU movie, friend of the pod,
Dude, that would be the best.
Zack Snyder, friend of the pod.
He seems like a very nice guy. He seems like a very nice man.
Throwing it back to
right.
2 weeks ago, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
So check that out. But
I don't know if this joke's going to play well, but I'm just going to do it.
uh-oh.
Throwing some shade.
Oh.
No.
How does that look? Does that actually look sighty and cool? I don't know.
It doesn't matter
can't
how
even
it
tell.
looks.
You need it.
It just was so bad.
So do we have a minute
I
for
got
Dan?
timer.
We're set for a minute.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today is Thursday, April 22nd, and the Braves stink. The Braves stink. They stink. The bullpen is garbage. The rotation is garbage. The offense is good.
Yes.
The offense is good. We're scoring runs. But oh my gosh, the Braves, it's early, but they look bad. Hopefully they'll turn it around. Lots of injuries, so maybe when we get Soroka and Acuna back, we'll see. But I'm not happy with the Braves. The Masters.
Yes.
Hideki Matsuyama wins the Masters. I have a friend in Japan who was telling me all about it, how crazy everybody got. It was a really cool moment.
Yeah.
It was a fun day. The Masters never disappoints. Also, go Tigers. I got to shoot out my guy, and I'm going to name drop DJ Uyunglele.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah. He balled out in Clemson's spring game, and it looks like Clemson's going to have an awesome season. That's time.
Listen, it's not
Right.
my sports minute, but because we are here in Georgia, also very happy with how JT Daniels looked his spring day.
JT Daniels also balled out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also very happy to see Carson Beck and Brock Vandegrift the way they did. I'm not going to mention Stetson Bennett on this podcast.
Georgia's
That's the
gonna
last
be-
time his name is spoken.
Georgia's going to be good.
Anyways, great sports minute, Dan.
Thank you.
You had a lot to say.
Thank you.
You had a way to fit it in a minute. Really proud.
Good job.
So we talked about last time you were on, Peyton, sort of about things we try to do to just add habits and things into our daily walk as Christians. And we had kind of mentioned Bible plans, reading plans. YouVersion got thrown around a little bit, and so we actually found one on YouVersion that we are going to do really on the podcast as the weeks go by here. But we would love for you guys to join in and do it with us and kind of read along and see where we're at. And the name of the plan is From Creation to Christ. It's on the YouVersion app. So, you download that. It's on all the stores, whichever one you may have. And what we're going to do when this podcast comes out, we're going to include a link to the plan that we are actually going to be participating in so that we can all join in and be on the same days, throw in little comments and things if you want to, but something a little interactive. I thought it'd be really fun to do that. And it's a good one to start with because I think, it really takes us through, just a large course of the Bible, from creation to Christ. And so kind of a good one to start with, I thought. And so that's what we're going to do for the next few weeks and just do a little devotion. We
How long
won't.
is this one?
I think in total it is 27 days or 28 days.
That's one of the things I really love about YouVersion. Like I'm on one that's I'm behind on it, but I am.
We're all behind on YouVersion.
But I am on one that's a year long now. And like YouVersion's got a bunch of stuff for like everybody, and definitely like well-known art authors and all that kind of stuff. And it's actually. Don't mean to just like plug YouVersion here.
But if you're listening,
YouVersion, if you're listening,
we're here.
That'd be dope.
We would do a Staycation Bible School Bible reading plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
100% would do that.
And one of the things, of course, that I saw in reading this, and I think it's very important to note that we learn about God, is in the beginning, in the very start of it, we learned that, God is triune. He, there's a Trinity, is God in three persons. That we have the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit all in one place, all participating in creation. Anything else? Where I had a few verses I'm going to read, but I don't want to take up all the space. And so, of course, we have God the Father, and I'll just actually reference these, but go check these out. 1 Corinthians 8:6 really shows, that the Father, created all things. Then, we know the Son is present. You read John 3:3. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. And that's actually John 1:1, but there's also continues that through John, kind of talks about it there as well. And then even here in Genesis, it says in verse 2, the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. So kind of up front, something we're learning about God is that he is God, one God in three persons. And we see all at work at creation here, that God the Father, through the Word, which we know to be Jesus, as John points out, is creating everything around us. And, we see the Spirit here hovering over the waters. So it's kind of like that comes out really in the beginning up front, that we have our God who exists three persons.
So a funny thing that like, I think with God being all knowing and all, just all knowing from beginning to end, he'll know everything. I wonder, I wonder if he gets amused. Like, just watching us do things.
Oh, has to.
Has to. Like, just watching us kind of fumble around and figure things out. Like...
Or try.
Like, I know if, like, I was an angel or something, and God said, hey, check this out. What do they call that? They call it baseball. What do they do? See that little ball? They try and hit it with a stick.
And they get paid... billions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's like, when they're first inventing it, it's like, what is the purpose of this? Oh, wait, it'll catch on. And they're going to get paid billions of dollars to do it.
And then one day, one guy's going to go on a huge rant.
A rant about one of the teams.
You'll see suddenly Daniel's guardian angel just starts ranting about the Braves to the angel that's being introduced to it. So I just wanted to kind of point out, like you're mentioning, you get the first glimpse of the Trinity within this chapter, but then it's not like explicitly name dropped, so I just figured I wanted to like read that verse off. It's in 26. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And then so just basically in that passage, it goes from, or God refers to himself in like the plural sense, which is where the root of the Trinity comes up.
And that's really the last thing that I wanted to talk about, was just the order and the goodness of creation. Every time he creates us, he says that it is good. Even says very good. Mm-hmm. So, there's beauty in his creation. He made it with order and a good, purpose. And one thing that I had never really seen until studying this once before is the way that he structures creation is he creates the area for things to exist. And I know it kind of maybe sounds simple, but like he goes through, he creates the day and the night on the first day, and then on the fourth day he comes back and he puts the things in that place he created. He puts in the stars, the sun, and the moon. He creates, the sort of atmosphere of the sky and separates that from the water on the ground. And then what does he do on the fifth day? Sort of matching it to the next day after. Then he creates the birds and the sea creatures. So he created their place to live, and then he created the things to inhabit it. And then, of course, he creates the land and the seas, and he creates the beast of the earth. He creates man. And so it's a perfect order. The way that he structured and did this was all, perfectly intended to come together in the way that it has. So all creation was orderly, and it was good. That's what he says. It was good. That's really, what I had on this. One of the questions that's asked in the devotion that we have is, what should we remember? What should we take out of this? What do you guys think are some takeaways from creation? A long time ago, of course, but, what can we take with it today?
Well, like his plan in general, that's what's so cool about Genesis 1 is seeing what he designed for the earth. And like you were saying, on each day he did one thing and then he filled everything the next day, and it was all like kind of in unison. And it's cool to go back and see like this is what he intended for this and this is what he intended for this, and like that's just something I've always thought about Genesis 1 was seeing what he designed for the world.
I really like the point about like you said, whenever he created man.
Come here. Just come here.
I'm just talking.
They can't hear you that well. Come here. Scooch.
Making her appearance. Brooke.
Making her very first appearance
On the camera.
My wife, Brooke.
Well, you've heard her, and here she is.
Here we go. Or you barely heard her, and thus I made her come forward.
But no, I think my favorite thing to think about with that first chapter, whenever you're talking about man being made, he says it was good. He even said that it was very good. I love to think about, God is all-knowing. God knows what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, before it even does. So he knew about Adam and Eve and how they were going to take the fruit. And he still said, when he made them, they are very good. And I love that thought.
That's awesome.
Because we're all sinners. We all mess up. But God still thinks we are very good. And I just love it.
That was the very next point that I was going to make. That's
That's
the
why
very.
y'all work
It's the
together
marriage.
so well.
Exactly.
So they have decided to play Bean Boozled. Which, if nobody knows what Bean Boozled is, it's a disgusting.
I would say we decided to play Two Truths and a Lie.
I didn't bring the Bean Boozled in. Somebody asked me to go
Then
get
we
it.
brought in the Bean Boozled.
I
Yeah.
thought they were separate things.
Whose idea was this?
Somebody mentioned Bean Boozled.
Thanks, Seth. Thanks a lot.
But anyways, if y'all
Fine,
don't know,
blame the content creator for making good content.
if y'all don't know what Bean Boozled is, it's basically just a disgusting game where you either get a really yummy jelly bean or you get a really, really nasty one. So they're gonna play Two Truths and a Lie. I don't know how exactly they're gonna base it out, but
Jelly bean.
if they
Yes,
get it wrong,
Peyton is of the opinion that buttered popcorn jelly beans are just as gross as a disgusting
So you could be
flavored
out on
popcorn.
both
because
of those.
So
who
yes, this
eat-
could be a lose-lose for Peyton.
That's geared.
All right, Two Truths and a Lie. Here we go. So one time, I was talking up a waiter about how much I enjoyed A1 steak sauce. And if you know me, you know I love A1 steak sauce. And he told me that he would bring me ice cream and pour A1 on it. And if I ate the entire thing of ice cream, I would get the meal for free. And I did it. That's one. The other.
What a one!
Mine are much shorter.
Oh, that might be good.
Go for it.
I checked out, like in my line at Publix, checked out Jeff Foxworthy.
You've got one more.
And then the final.
Man,
I'm not giving you a reaction until I know what's true.
I once hit a tennis shot that started on one end of the court, curved around the net post, and then went back in the court.
I'm gonna go with. I think I have not been at Publix long, but I do think that someone you know probably checked out Jeff Foxworthy. But I'm gonna go with it's not you. So lie.
Okay.
That's
All
the lie.
right. Lie.
I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with the tennis shot.
Okay.
But it was for someone else, so that's the lie.
Okay.
I have not made my mind up. I don't know. Man, this is difficult. I wish you hadn't told me that bit. It's actually been much more difficult to decide now. You know what? Just for the sake of the game, I'll pick the A1 so that there's one person in each can.
Okay, so someone got it wrong.
Yeah, so somebody got it.
Eat up. Eat up.
Wait, so the steak sauce, that's a lie?
Steak sauce happened to my old econ teacher at North Hall, Tony Wagner.
Oh, Wagner, I love
You are a
Coach
friend of the pod, Tony.
Coach Wagner, I see him regularly.
5 years ago, I met Jeff Foxworthy at Publix.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't get a picture though because I didn't have my phone on me that day. It kills me every day. He's a very nice guy, and
All
I
right,
did in fact
I've got a bean.
curve a shot around the net.
Nice.
I have a bean.
Did you get him to give you a joke? Like, or did you, were you like...
He was in a
Randall.
rush,
have
and
a
he
bean.
was.
Oh, and it's
Purchasing a
white.
lot of
I got a white bean.
All right.
Oh, I got a
Okay,
white bean.
give us the
Oh
breakdown,
no!
bro.
I already know this game, so I know what the white one can be.
So the white one, is it just the pure white or is the white with spots? Just
it's
pure white?
perfectly white.
So it is either coconut or spoiled milk.
Oh no!
On
What do
both.
you got?
I had that green one.
Okay,
it's
so yours
either
isn't that bad,
Juicy pear or a booger.
dude.
I mean, that's not
The
terrible.
booger doesn't sound as bad as the.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we both got this.
Yeah.
I think one of us got the worst hit today.
All right, we get one at a time. One at a time. You guys can't put these down together.
all right.
I'm just gonna
Seth,
go.
go ahead.
Oh, you want the zoomed in shots, don't you?
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, that was hard.
quick
He's like, I don't know if it's pear.
face.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah.
it's booger.
I think that's a booger. That doesn't taste like a pear. But
All right, first one is that my favorite food is sushi. Second, I have 6 siblings. Lastly, Brian Snicker once threw me a baseball at a Braves game.
I'm gonna go with the first one's a lie. I don't think you're. I think you would like. I think you definitely like sushi, but I'm not sure it's your
You're
favorite.
projecting it upon me. Okay.
I'm actually
just-
gonna say
I don't
don't-
look like a sushi guy. I get it. Okay.
No, I mean you look like a sushi guy, but it's not your favorite. Like you don't look like that's your favorite food.
That I'm like sushi.
Yeah, that you're like sushi.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the same thing actually.
yeah, I'm gonna go with that too because I remember. No, I remember.
Ride or die, fellas.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Ride or
So
die.
in this very situation, we are either all gonna eat a bean or we're all gonna be real happy.
Yeah.
So we don't
So
know.
you're going sushi?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
yeah.
Yeah. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
The lie is the sushi.
Yeah!
We did it. We did it. Yeah. Good team effort. Yay.
Yes, no, I have 6 siblings, and when he was still third base coach,
Okay.
Brian Snicker tossed me a baseball. I had my first baseball at a Braves
Okay.
game. So
Let's see. 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 truths, 1 lie.
Let's see.
2 plus 1
So
is 3.
I was I was part of the last class to go through Marine combat training where they threw grenades. I've surfed the North Shore pipeline twice, and then I've been to Wake Island, which is like a big historic site for World War II.
I want to put it on the record and say the surf is a lie.
Ooh. I think. Then again, I didn't like. You also have never told me that you know how to surf.
I mean, he was in Hawaii for
I mean, I can't say anything because it's gonna like, you know,
Yeah, you
sway.
can't say further.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so
You can either agree
you've
with
surfed
me
the
or Seth or
pipeline.
pick your own.
You've surfed the pipeline. What was that last one?
The last one was I've been to Wake Island, which is
Okay.
like a big World War II historic site.
And the first one.
The first one was I was part of the last class to go through Marine combat training and where they like threw a grenade.
I feel like you also mentioned the first one to me.
I know the first one's true.
Ooh, okay.
So do you.
Thank you for the help.
Well, no. I think the first one's true.
Yeah, you think?
There we go.
So do you?
I'm gonna go. I want to say surf, but I'm gonna go with Wake Island.
All right.
I'll go with surf. Because
Oh, so you're switching.
I am going
You're
to
coming
switch.
to join.
I'm
going to
switch because I think he did it immediately to throw me off. To throw everybody off. I think he did the question, like he questioned himself to throw everybody off. Because he's never once mentioned, unless I'm a terrible friend and didn't remember him saying so.
This now has bigger implications.
Yeah, then I don't think I've ever heard him mentioning learning how to surf. Unless you're saying boogie boarding is surfing, then I'm gonna be real mad. Because it's not, Peyton.
All right.
Look me in the face. Do you think boogie boarding
All
counts
right.
as surfing?
Which one's the lie?
The surfing was the lie. Daniel, you gotta eat.
Daniel's got, I have never surfed. What'd he get?
No, make sure he doesn't put it away because that's the one he doesn't want to eat.
It's either the barf or
It's
the
either
dead
barf
fish.
or dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie or peach.
Wait, let me see
Good
it.
options.
Dude,
Oh yeah, because
if
like
it's
there's
more
one.
Yellow,
Yeah.
If it's more yellow, then it's probably
You
the
don't
dead
smell
fish.
it. Don't smell it. Don't smell it.
Dear. I think because if it's dead fish, it's gonna have a smell. Daniel, eat up.
I
Just
would
eat up.
Listen.
There
no.
he goes.
Oh, I can't.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
he's gone for it.
Oh gosh.
The verdict.
I would assume good.
I don't know.
Hold on.
No.
You got it. Feel
I'm
it
gonna
out.
say that it's not
It's-
dead fish. You would probably know that.
It's not
Me,
barf.
and he would know
I
it was
don't
barf.
think you know barf.
Oh, he's
peach or
swallowed.
strawberry banana?
Yeah, I'm swallowing. I think it's one of the good ones.
Strawberry
Okay.
banana or
Thanks.
peach?
I think it's strawberry banana smoothie. I think these are just old and they smell funky.
Dude, I just got it.
I don't know that.
Well,
Yeah,
the
like a week
expiration
or
date.
two.
Maybe a week or two.
I don't know that we know what beans are supposed to smell like.
They could also smell kind of.
It doesn't
smell
expire
from
till-
the
It tastes.
box.
It tastes like kind of good, but also kind of bad.
You have to know they sat in here with all the bad ones, so
That's
they could have
true.
just
Yeah,
soaked
it
in
just
it.
absorbs
Yeah.
the smell. My first one, I was on a set with Bruce Willis doing a movie, and
Wow.
and he sat in a chair, and it started to tilt back.
What kind of chair?
Just one of the prop chairs.
I didn't think we
on-
got questions.
like
Oh,
it was a prop chair on
Where was the
the
Where was the film located?
Fitzgerald, Georgia.
That
it
sounds
was-
like a fake town.
What day was it?
What was the weather like that day?
My last day was a Friday.
Where were you between the hours?
Story is he sat down in a chair, looked like a car seat, like a prop chair inside this set. It began to tip over,
Like, wait.
and I propped it up
Car
and
seat?
prevented him from falling.
Like a-
Not like
like
that's
the
like the
driver's
seat
car
of a
seat.
car.
You saved John McClane's life.
Not his life. No, I
Defeating the purpose.
simply stopped him from falling backward.
So you did not save his life. So John McClane's life was not in danger on the set of this film.
That is very true.
Okay.
that is very true.
Was making
Willis,
sure.
Come on the pod. Back
Bruce
up
Willis.
the Seth story.
Yeah.
Okay, second one. I have witnessed a dog being punted across a road. I have witnessed that.
We live in Georgia. I don't know. I feel like,
Like when I mean punted, I mean soccer punted, and then its owners did not care. Saw
I mean,
the whole
that could
thing,
be
it didn't
Tuesday. I don't know. Like,
Saw that, didn't
There's no
happen.
doubt about
Yeah, we're real bad for laughing.
We're
Yeah.
in Merville. I mean,
We in Marvel.
Marvel.
All right, last one.
And then I once ran 700 miles total in one summer.
Bruce Willis is a lie.
Why? Okay.
get to Peyton.
I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm going with Bruce Willis as a lie.
Okay.
We should know if you worked with Bruce Willis
I
and
know,
you
so-
saved his life. This is something we should know.
So we know that he worked with Bruce Willis because he's mentioned that before.
Why
Like,
have
the
you never
movie.
told me this?
Wait, you didn't tell him about the movie?
I told him.
I don't recall this.
You
There's
must
a
have not been listening.
Okay.
Is this privileged information? Can we share this?
Yeah, I mean, the movie's
It's
out
over,
and my name's
yeah,
in the
it's over,
credits.
Yeah.
The movie's out and my name's in the credits.
Okay,
David
can I
Seth
retract my
Chapman,
answer?
Lighting.
That's
I'm retracting my
Wait,
answer.
so
Did
what
you
was your
see it?
answer, Peyton?
No, I just know you told me that it was.
Because that's the exact. Oh yeah, I told you
told
that
me
it was
about
my
that.
full name. Yeah, they
What?
used
What
my
was
full
your
name
think it's
because
the
I
lie?
didn't fill out the form right.
Oh, the
and I put my
Bruce
full name.
Willis one, because like
It's called Breach. It's on Amazon Prime right now.
he told me about working on it, but he never told me about
Listen,
saving Bruce
if
Willis's
you,
life.
but I don't think we can count a lie to be.
It was, first of all,
I worked
not
on the
his
set
life.
with Bruce Willis, but I didn't save his life. That can't be the lie.
No, it's a half truth.
No, but that
Which is
we
a
don't.
lie.
This is not 2 truths and a half lie.
I just can't believe I
That
forgot
would have
to
been
tell
like-
you in that. I could have sworn I told you that.
I don't recall this. and
that would have been like me saying I
I
have
would
7
have recalled
siblings.
this.
Now that I know how this is working in your mind, I'm worried to say the miles one because then I feel like you'd be like, nope, I ran 699 miles, and then I could be wrong. I'm gonna say the dog because we discussed
That's a
strategy
lie.
before this,
That's a lie.
and the lie is usually the best when it is easily overlooked. So I'm gonna say the dog.
All right. I think the dog is true. And I can't remember if y'all had to run 500 or 700 in one summer.
See, it's that number technicality. Don't like it.
You know what? Instinct. Bruce Willis.
There was
Lie.
too much
Lie. That's
detail
lie.
in that Bruce Willis.
And then yours.
The dog is a
the
lie.
dog is a lie.
Bruce Willis.
Eat.
Yes! We did it! Yes! Half truth, baby!
Peyton is absolutely correct. It was a
we
half
cannot
truth.
count a half truth. There's no
Don't
way.
get out of this. Eat your bean. Eat your bean.
Up. It was hey, it was very similar to Daniel's, where it was the case of one of these things happened to somebody else. Confused. Do you want me to pick another one?
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
He's got to
no.
eat. Oh, no, that could be
That's
barf.
either the dead
Putting
fish.
it in Daniel's story makes
That's
more
either the dead
sense.
Yeah, it was like this
That could
happened.
be. That's either barf, dead. You're in the same boat I was a minute ago.
think
Barf,
it's-
dead fish.
Well,
I think it's
Strawberry
either
banana
barf
smoothie
or
or
peach.
I don't like my odds since you've already had one and you did not reject it.
I'm gonna
Different
go ahead
box,
and make
though.
a point that his odds don't affect you at all.
Separate
Completely
boxes, buddy.
different box, completely
I'm
different
talking
person.
just the way,
The good one does not eliminate your good
I'm
ones.
saying the odds of just of us both randomly picking good ones in this.
just
about
universal
50%.
odds.
Yeah. They're
about
Universal odds.
50%.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Oh, it's bad.
Oh, it's
No.
bad.
Is it barf? Or is it dead fish?
It's barf.
Are you just trying to power through?
Spit it out.
Spit it
Spit it out. Drink
Spit it
water.
out.
What are you accomplishing?
He's
What?
upset
Yeah.
at
What are you
himself.
accomplishing by this?
Listen,
Reaction shot.
my pride.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh no!
you were a stronger.
Don't swallow it.
No! We gotta. Come on.
So
Give him a
Jacob and I had clean cups
We-
for different
Peyton
We
and I
reasons.
had
do not
different
have clean
beans.
cups.
For different reasons. We had clean
He's
cups.
upset about this.
I propose
Don't
You didn't
put
have to
yourself.
swallow.
I
You didn't have to
propose-
swallow it.
we all do one at the same time.
I was about
no,
to.
No,
we
I
all
had
do a
barf.
random
I'm not-
one at the
no,
same
I'm
time.
not.
No, I got out. I'm
Sit down.
I'm out of here.
Sit.
I am out of here. This
Sit
house
down.
is a prison.
Peyton, if you want to, I'll do that with you.
What color you want to go for?
I don't know. I'm just randomizing this junk.
Go for.
Well, that one's on the floor now. So whatever I've got in my hand.
Oh, I'm gonna go for the. It's either
White again.
No, get a different one.
Get a different one?
White.
Okay,
get a brown one.
a brown
Sand
one.
dog food or the
Yeah.
chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
Then you would have
All right.
to have had strawberry.
Whoa.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Click.
If you both
Dog
got-
food.
Oh,
Yeah, dog food.
Oh my god!
Now, do we power through and eat it? No.
No. I had
Dog
dog.
food.
Wow.
Jacob's
Hardcore
just like,
dog
what is
food.
wrong with you?
Thank you guys for watching / listening to this episode of Staycation Bible School. We always appreciate you spending your time with us. Again, check us out on YouTube, MVBC Youth, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts at Staycation Bible School. And yeah,
Toothpaste.
we're going to leave off here
good, isn't
because there are lots. Yeah, we don't want to be around for whatever's next in these boxes.
Yeah.
I'm only eating the blue.
So only eat the blue. That's the key if you ever find yourself in this situation. But ideally, just don't do it. So
Yeah.
thank you guys, and we will talk to you next time. See you later.